as you can see, I've been at work on the truck here. This is going to be close to the end. Well, this will probably be the final video on this series on this truck rebuild. I've been working this week just putting some miles on the truck and fixing things that I think still need attention. As you can tell, everything is together on the truck. Bumper back came out really nice from the powder coater, and that coating is going to last longer than this truck probably. But I've got everything pretty much done on this, and I had a short, not a short one, but I had my final punch list of items to click off when I finally had everything together and the truck running, driving again. So we've got everything corrected, and like I said, I've been just putting some miles on the truck and making sure everything's okay with it. The owner does live 5 hours from here at the beach, so he will be making a ride over in a few days to pick the truck up, and I want to make sure he's not going to have any issues whatsoever on his ride home and beyond. I don't want to have him to have to do anything to this truck for quite a while, other than keep it clean, wax it, check the oil, and enjoy his truck that he's had in his family forever. So we're going to spend the next day, today and possibly tomorrow morning, getting the truck cleaned, since I haven't cleaned it since I've been doing all the finish work on it. And we're going to go ahead and get it polished and waxed and ready for delivery, and possibly take it to a show tomorrow. So if I go, I'll take you along with me, and we'll check out our little local show. It'll probably be the only time I get to take the truck to a show. I may go for a ride this afternoon in it one more time, take Ashton along, and I'll take the camera along so everybody can go for a ride in the truck with us. So keep watching this video and you'll see what goes on. And like I said, this is going to be the final video in this series, and at the end of this video you're going to see the owner and his wife when they come and see the truck complete it for the first time, because he's not seen any pictures of it totally finished yet. I've been holding those back from him. I want him to see it in person. So stay tuned for the end of the video and you'll get to see his reaction when he finally gets to see his truck done. Okay, we're getting ready to go for a ride in the truck, and I got my co-pilot with me. You ready to take a ride in this truck, Ashton?
Yeah.
You've been waiting a long time to ride in this truck, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I want to tell you something. I want to thank you for all the help you gave me on fixing this truck. Did you have fun helping me work on this truck? Yeah? It was a lot of fun.
I left my statue at home.
Oh, you left your statue at home. Ashton got a statue yesterday. We went and visited another shop, and he was given a present there. So that's what he's talking about.
I got a present?
Yeah? Alright, here we go.
We can't go to Mommy's house. Not taking a ride.
There we go. Here we go. We're going to turn the air on because it's a little warm in here.
Ah. It's stinky air.
Stinky air?
Yeah.
I haven't driven the truck very much yet, but driven it a couple times, and we've got a few things to work out on it. It runs pretty good, no real issues. I never got to drive it before we started working on this vehicle because, well, basically because the brake lines were popping on it, and I did not want a chance driving it anywhere and have something happen to me while I was out. So, just never did get a chance to really get a feel for how the truck drove before we got working on
it. This truck is so low now.
So low now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right so low now. truck vehicle.
Just a normal truck vehicle?
Yeah. It's like shooting vehicle. Shoots the players. Grass. This is like a big truck.
Brakes still need a little bit of adjustment. Pedal's a little bit low for my liking. Again, that's one of the things that I'm not quite sure of. That could be the way the brake pedal is in this truck. I don't know what it was like before, so I'm going to try and get a little higher to my liking, and hopefully we can take care of that issue. Well, what do you think, Ashton?
Good.
How's the truck driving? Good? Is it fun to drive in this truck? Yeah, I think the owner's going to be really happy with getting his old truck back, and I can't wait a couple more days. He'll be here to pick it up, take it on home, and enjoy it for a long, long time. So I'm going to end this part of the video, finish the drive home, take Ashton, drop him off at home at Mommy's, and I will see you possibly tomorrow. Pick this back up again when we go to the car show, weather permitting.
I'm gonna go to that car show.
I seen that grin when you pulled in.
Ooh, my, oh my. Oh,
A little different, huh?
oh, sweet. Woo. Mwah. Miss you, guy. Wow. Looks good. I can't believe it. It looks like a brand new truck.
Oh yeah, well that's the idea.
Yeah,
It's supposed to look better than a new truck, actually.
yeah. And here's the crazy thing. I bought this keychain. This is the original keychain when I was with my dad when we bought this truck.
Wow.
They gave us. It's Chuck Galton Ford Incorporated, Aliquippa, Pennsylvania.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Brian,
What? Yes, dear.
I'll just stand before
Wait, let me put this in here. My fat belly. Oh my. Oh, look at this. Yeah.
Wow.
Sweet.
I never saw it like this.
Whoa.
Hi, buddy. You helping?
What? No, I'm not. Whoa.
Oh, I have a door.
Yes, you have a door. You have a door to work, yeah?
Oh, look at that seat. Oh, look at this. Wow.
I know. That's what I was thinking. An AC to boot.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, you can ride in comfort now.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Yeah,
I didn't have a door.
This turned out great.
That seat
Yeah.
is perfect.
It did. The materials and the color we picked. I mean,
Yeah.
it couldn't have matched any better.
No, yep, you're right.
The original material just wouldn't have looked as nice,
Yeah,
Oh.
and would have cost twice as much.
really?
yeah. This was enough. Look at this. Wow. And these are the original panels.
No, those are new ones.
Oh, these are new ones.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you had to
I
do
didn't
something
even
because
have
they
a
didn't.
panel.
Well, we had to work them to make them fit,
Okay.
and then we had to install that chrome trim that's on there.
Okay.
Those armrest pads are the original ones. Those are the
Oh,
originals. Yeah,
okay.
They are?
yeah. I just re-dyed them so they matched everything.
I can't believe they're in that
Look
good
at the
shape.
floor. Oh my God.
Oh, I know. Compared to what that floor was before, it was all tore up.
Yeah.
Why?
That floor covering, it covers more area than the original.
Okay.
It goes up further, and it also covers underneath the seat. And if you lift the back forward, it goes all the way up and over the little shelf in the back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a lot more. It covers a lot more than the
yeah.
original.
Yeah. Right, let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it should help, keep the interior quieter too.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. My goodness. Oh man.
That seat. Oh my God.
This,
Is it open?
Yeah, they're a
oh
little.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, and your rear view mirror's attached.
Yes. That hasn't been attached since the 6th grade picnic. Oh my goodness, look at this. Painted the rims.
No,
No?
no.
Just clean them up?
Believe it?
Yeah.
I cleaned them, and then any place where there was some rust, I ground the rust off, and I just brushed some epoxy primer on, and found a white I had here that was a real close match, and just brushed them in.
Wow.
Because I started cleaning them, and I'm like, man, these are just too nice to just scuff and shoot,
Yeah.
Because
I had a friend of mine who does this stuff, okay?
Uh-huh.
But he doesn't do it anymore,
Yeah.
okay? But when he was, and so this is how many years ago, oh my goodness,
Can't paint?
10 anyway,
You're not
that I had
painting
him paint them.
How old are you?
Okay.
So it had to be 10 or
I was thinking they had to have been redone at least one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was 10 or 15
But
years ago.
whatever paint he used was
You gonna wear?
good paint.
Oh, okay. Oh.
This holds up pretty good.
Yeah, that stuff holds up really well. I did a spray in one like this color match on a friend of mine's truck. He was a plumber,
Yeah.
and he was not gentle with his truck. Just everything got thrown in the back, and it never chipped off, or it would get some scrapes in it and stuff,
Yeah.
but it never went through, and it held up really well up until the point where he got rid of the truck. It was still good.
Yeah, because I'll be hauling stuff in and stuff like that. Is this original?
Yep.
Whoa, that's crazy.
See, and I didn't send you the new video that came out yesterday because it showed the truck kind of done, because it's one I did of details,
Yeah.
taking care of the details,
Right.
and it shows all the little things that I did that a lot of people can do at home or do for the shop and take back to. It's just a matter of cleaning stuff,
Yeah.
using a little paint, make it look nice again,
Yeah.
and that makes the difference in the way the truck looks. Just like you notice the straps.
Yeah.
They look new.
Exactly.
They're not new. I just cleaned them and painted them.
Yeah. That's crazy. Oh man. Is it cleaned up? Oh, geez, oh man, Dave.
Wow.
So the rear bumper, is the one that was on it. I straightened it out on this side as best I could get it,
Yeah.
and I sent it off, and we had it cleaned and powder coated. So that will never. That's going to look like that as long as you're going to know they're a truck.
Wow.
Same thing with the hitch. It's powder coated also, so it's not, the paint's not going to scratch and chip off. And the bumper brackets underneath, I had all that stuff powder coated.
Now, did you have to take that hitch off?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I took it up there, they sandblasted it, cleaned it, and then they powder coated it.
And then weld it back on.
Yeah. No, it's not welded. It's it's bolted on.
Oh, it's bolted on.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know how it was hooked on there.
Yep. And I put 2 new plate lights in it, and when I popped them in there, I went, the color on those things matches what he did the bumper in perfect.
That's
I couldn't believe that they were the exact silver.
Wow.
Because I didn't give those to him and say, here, match these.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I just like my door. That was horrible. That door. I couldn't deal with that door.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
All right, now get up in there and sit in that seat, because it's a whole lot more comfortable than it was before.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. This is a huge difference. Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh.
And he really didn't do anything to that side. It's just there's padding in the cloth material that gives a little bit more. Okay. But this side, they built it back up, tightened up the springs on it, and then made everything so it was nice and level. There's a lot more riding
on this side.
Oh yeah, there's a lot more on this side, in and out on, so.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, and
I mean, it looks exactly the same, except for, well, these were vents.
No, there was nothing there.
There was nothing there.
Nothing there. But that's where the factory would have put vents if it had factory AC.
So that was, yeah, that's right. That was just, I remember now.
Because in behind here, it was just a big square opening. There was nothing there.
Yeah.
So I knew that's where they would have put them at.
I remember the video you showed cutting those out. That's right.
Now, where
that's
do
right.
you switch to the gas tanks? Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put it in the same place. It's not marked.
Okay. Well, I think
up is the front and rear and down is the rear. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So when you do to turn the air on, do you have to use this button?
Yep.
So turn it on.
I just happened to bring it to you.
Let's see how it sounds.
Well, you hit the gas 3 times and she should fire right up.
Hit the gas 3 times. Why do you have to do that?
It's carbureted.
Yeah, I always did that, yeah.
Yep.
Is this a new radio?
Yep.
Wow.
It's got Bluetooth and everything else.
Bluetooth.
It'll hook to your phone and everything.
We have Bluetooth and air conditioning.
Yeah.
And a door.
Yeah.
Get over my door.
Yeah,
I'm wondering who's happier, you or her.
she didn't have a door before. She had to put the seatbelt on.
Right, and a safety net over there.
Exactly.
That was so... Oh, okay. Ooh, you got air conditioning.
It'll freeze you out.
Will it?
Oh, yeah.
The button's already pushed, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It sticks out if it's one.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, got it. Oh, yeah.
Bluetooth. Does this have a CD? Oh, right.
No.
It's just Bluetooth. We hook our phone. We
Yeah.
don't need a CD.
No.
I forget when we're in the digital.
Put her digital, yeah.
It's up to me to put a cassette player.
Yeah.
I still have the old one. I saved it.
And then you got a
To hook your phone. USB.
USB.
Yep. And it's got an aux port so you can connect through a cable to something. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Feel that air conditioning.
Yes, I'm feeling it, girl. I'm feeling it. Oh, man. Your windshield wipers and all ball wax. Those are the same arms, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay. But did you have to put a new pump in, windshield washer?
I just put one in it yesterday.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I didn't know if it worked or not, but when I put it in the new reservoir, it was leaking just a little bit.
Okay.
Because the rubber grommet was a little bit. So I'll show you.
Woo! Oh.
How you doing? You helped Pap work on this truck, didn't you? I saw you. Yeah, you did a good job. Oh, yeah.
So this is a new jug, and it's a little different from the original one, but it's the only one they sell.
Okay, it's all right.
But it works.
Yeah.
It works
doesn't have
just
to
the
be
same as it, and I put the new pump in it yesterday, and it's not leaking now, so that's all good.
Cool. And the, let's see, this is the,
Yep, there's no more power steering leaks.
power steering, yeah, okay, yep.
And this is the new air conditioning compressor.
Okay.
And I got rid of, you remember they had that big bracket that stuck up over here?
Yeah.
That's where the air pump used to be.
Okay.
So it's being as it's not got an air pump anymore, I took the bracket off, cut it, because it was kind of in the way for some stuff, and we're never going to have it. We'll get it out of the way.
We don't need it, yeah, get it out
And
of
that
there.
big valve that used to be in the intake manifold here, I took it out and put a plug in there.
Yeah.
So that's gone. You know, just cleaned up some stuff a little bit.
Right.
I cleaned up a lot of the wiring and stuff and hoses that weren't being used and just eliminated some clutter.
Yep. Oh yeah, looks good, looks good.
I took and cleaned up all of this up here because it was just, it just didn't look nice. There was so much, I couldn't believe how much undercoating was on this truck originally.
Yeah.
I mean, whoever did it did an awesome job, but it was everywhere.
Yeah. I don't know who my dad had do that, but there was a lot.
Yeah, because it was all on the underside of the hood.
Yep.
It was on the firewall. It was up here. It was just all over the wheel well. I mean, it was. Why they sprayed plastic wheel wells, I don't know. They don't rust, but
Yeah, well, I don't know.
I guess he figured.
Yeah, the thing is, that's probably why it was in as good a condition as
Yes.
it was.
Oh, it definitely saved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely saved it from
there weren't
being
rust
worse.
spots in it all over
If it hadn't been undercoated as well as it was, there probably wouldn't have been much of the fenders left.
Yeah, because it was outside all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't have a place to put this inside.
Right.
And it was in Pennsylvania
Yep.
for 40 years.
For 40 years. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Wow. This is crazy. This thing look good or what? Huh? Yeah. What's his name?
Ashton.
Ashton. Yeah, Ashton. Hey, Ashton, I'm Brian. Look,
Shake-
get a handshake
Shake his hand.
or a fist bump?
Give him a
Which one
fist
you wanna
bump.
do? Oh, there you go. All right. You the man. Give it a bump, Brian. Woo! Yes, sir.
Tell him you had fun working on this truck, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Dave, this is sweet, man.
All right. I'm here with the owner of our 1980 F350 project. This is Mr. Brian Pearl. Brian, what do you think about your truck?
I love it. You just pulling up into the driveway, I could see how it, just the front fender
Yeah.
took me by surprise because it was so bright and shiny. And then when I got out and looked at it, it just was awesome.
Great.
And
Well, I'm glad that we held up to your expectations of the outcome of everything. Probably went beyond what you were expecting. But like I was trying to explain as we were going on, when you do the paint and you go to put this part on and it just doesn't look right, you got to do that too.
Yeah.
You might hit, and then you have to do this, and then you have. And unfortunately, it snowballs sometimes. But as I explained in the video that came out earlier, doing the details to a project really, really sets it off from a lot of other things. You know, it really makes the end product look better than factory. So, tell me a little bit about the truck and its history and why it is that it's so special to you and you wanted to have this truck redone.
Well, I was with my dad when he bought this truck in 1980 in Aliquippa, Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
And he and I would use it to go hunting, and we had a 12-foot camper on it, and so we'd stay in the camper and go out and hunt and over in the mountains of Pennsylvania for 3 or 4 days, and then we'd go fishing, and there's just so many memories with this truck that I just couldn't let it go down, or I couldn't get rid of it. I had to keep it, and So it got to a point where it needed to be restored, mostly the outside, but also some things mechanically, which you helped me out with that as well. And I'm just happier than a pig in slop right now with the way this thing looks, and I really appreciate what you've done.
Now, I never asked you this before, but do you have any siblings?
I have a sister.
You have a sister, so
Yes.
she really had no interest in the truck.
No.
She never went on the camping, hunting trips and everything with you.
She did not. No, we didn't allow her to do that.
No, no women allowed.
No
back
women
then.
allowed.
That was a different time back then.
It was.
So, if you haven't watched the rest of this series, go back to the beginning of this series on this truck, and you'll see the descriptions in it. But this was ordered as a trailer special. So it was specifically ordered knowing that it was going to have a camper on it or be towing a trailer behind it. So this is a really heavy duty truck, and that's why a lot of the things for this truck are very specific to it as far as drivetrain wise, because this has got everything heavy duty on it. The only thing heavier duty you could have got on this truck would have been for it to have a dually in the rear.
Yeah.
You know, that would have been the only other upgrade that could have happened,
Right.
to make it a more hefty truck.
And we really didn't need that, I don't think, to do the things we did. And,
Right.
And like we had the 12-foot camper on, also pulled trailer with it.
Yeah.
And I think he had a 27-foot trailer he pulled with it, and so
Yeah.
I mean, it could pull a house.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
it's got
yeah.
plenty of torque to it.
Yeah.
Yep. So, 1980, you were a younger man then.
I was. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out. I was 32 years old.
32. And how old was your father when he bought this truck?
Oh, he would have been 37.
37. Wait
Yeah.
a minute. You were 32 and he was 37.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How does that happen?
No, he was 25 when I was born. No, wait, I'm trying. How old would he have been? He was born in 23.
So he was in his late 50s.
Yeah, late
Okay.
50s.
Yeah. Okay.
Should have added 26 on to, what I was.
Yeah.
I'm not very smart.
So this was kind of his late in life, midlife crisis sort of.
Yeah.
Let's go have fun truck.
Right.
Yeah. He didn't want a sports car or anything like that. He
Oh,
wanted
no.
a truck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because as we did, we went hunting, we went fishing in those days, and he liked to camp,
Yeah.
and so that's what it was used for.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I was able to help you return this truck to its former glory and give you many more years of use out of it. I hope that you're going to use it and enjoy it for as long as you're here.
I'm definitely going to do that, and it'll go down to my son whenever that time ends, and my oldest boy.
Yeah.
And then I just wish my dad could be here to say it. He would.
I think he'd probably be more thrilled than you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be awesome.
Of course,
just to
he'd
see.
probably be going over and saying, "Well, that's not how it was when I got it."
That might be the case too, But he'd be excited as heck to see this thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, Brian, I appreciate you you letting me in on this, and again bringing your truck here to have me do. I know you really had to work me in the beginning to get me to do this truck because I'm just not a Ford guy, so he had to twist my arm to get me to do this vehicle for him. But I will say I really enjoyed doing this truck because this is actually the first vehicle in probably 4 or 5 years that I've done to completion. I've been doing a lot of sheet metal repair, body work, paint them, and then they go home to the owner, and they do all the final assembly and put the drivetrain and everything in them. So this is the first one in a while now that I've got to do all the little detail stuff and really make it come together as a complete vehicle. So I appreciate you choosing me to do this.
Well, I appreciate you doing it, and you did a great job. You kept me posted as it was moving forward each time with your videos on YouTube. And
Yeah, because when we went into this, it was COVID.
yeah,
So we couldn't see each other. You couldn't
Right.
come and visit your truck anymore. So I thought that starting up the channel, which has been almost 2 years now that I've been doing this, was the best way to keep my customers in the loop of everything that's been going on with the projects.
yeah, and I greatly appreciate it.
Well, Brian,
Fine
again,
job.
thank you, and have happy trails with this truck.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I look forward to having some fun with this thing.
You're welcome. So that's the end of this series on this 1980 F350 project truck. Brian's getting ready to get in the truck and head on back to his place down at the beach here in North Carolina. So hopefully come springtime I'll get to visit him and just see how everything's going and make sure everything's okay with the truck. Thanks again for following along on this series. If you haven't seen the rest of it, just click in on my videos. You'll find all the videos from this truck from start to finish, all the things that we had to deal with and the opposition, the problems we came up with parts on this truck and how we overcame them. And thanks again for following, share, like, all that good stuff with the videos. I'll see you again soon.